Hello everyone, so in today's quick video I'm going to show you how I test cut this new design. I'm calling this my flower silhouette dogs. Now this is the first time I've cut my design, and it's also the first time I've used this rose gold metallic foil. All the tote bags I sell on my website are organic cotton, and I always seem to have a little bit of trouble heat pressing anything on them, whether it's DTF or whether it's vinyl, or in this case whether it's foil vinyl. This one took several presses. I think I have established that this needs a higher heat. On the website this company say 140 degrees for 10 seconds or 160 degrees for 7 and warm peel, but I can't see anywhere where it gives you an explanation as to what product. It says depending on the material that you put in your foil onto, but it doesn't, from what I can see, give you any examples. From past heat transfer vinyl projects using my organic bags, I have found that I have to tend to go with longer press. So that's why I chose 140 degrees for 10 seconds. This looked beautiful after the first press. The foil on it looked like this. Now, the way that you know your heat transfer vinyl has adhered to whatever you're putting it on is that you see, you know, the greying of the product underneath, which is fine, and that's how this looks. But as I say, this took me several goes because there were a couple of elements within this flower in particular that just would not stay down. So the way that I got that to work in the end was by putting it back in the heat press, taking up the heat to 160 and pressing it again, and that seemed to work. I think I'm going to put this design, I'm going to make this design a little bit smaller, I think, and I think I'm going to put it on a black t-shirt. So again, I'll, you know, try and figure that out. But I have reached out to the company and explained that I've tried to put it on organic tote bags and exactly what I did, and to see if they can give me any recommendations, and then obviously I'll know better. But I think for the most part it's turned out okay. Don't think you can tell how beautiful this rose gold metallic is, and I will definitely be buying more and trying it out. But I just thought I would take you along with the process. As I say, these are new designs that are in my Handmade shop. These are completed designs. Having said that, I may put the cutting files in my cutting file shop on my other channel, see if anybody's interested, or I may post them on my other channel Instagram page and see if anybody's interested in the cutting files. I will be doing other dog designs. So far I've got the Cocker Spaniel because that's what my dog is. I've done a golden doodle and a labradoodle so far, but I've got loads of dog silhouettes that I can put, you know, these kind of wildflower designs into. So that's just a little work with me, showing the process that I go through. I always do, you know, test cut materials and test press them, and you know, at the end of the day, if something doesn't work out, I know what I need to do for next time. But as I say, I think this will look good on a black t-shirt, so I might scale it down a bit and make it for myself on a black t-shirt. Okay, so today I'm going to be test cutting a new design that I've made using a new product. So this is heat transfer vinyl foil. I've got it face down on the mat so you can't see the colour at the moment. I've got my design loaded into my machine, and I'm just going to send it to cut and see what happens. It's got quite a few intricate elements in this design, so I'm hoping that it's going to cut okay. So because this is heat transfer vinyl, I'm cutting it in reverse. I'm also cutting it on half cut because I don't want to cut all the way through to the shiny transfer sheet that's face down on this mat. If you hear any background noise, it's a warm day. I've got the door open, and as usual, Eddie, my dog, is in here with me and he'll probably be walking around. I'm not sure how long this design is going to take to cut, so I may speed up this next part. Okay, so that's finished. I did put a weeding box around this. If you don't know what a weeding box is, it's a box that you put round that just enables you to see where your design is. I'm just going to see if, yeah, this is weeding beautifully. So that's cut lovely. So I'm going to take this out of the machine and I'm going to start weeding away the design. This heat transfer foil vinyl is it's called metallic stretch, so you can put it on clothing. I'm going to press it onto a black organic tote bag, but I may cut it again and put it on a black t-shirt. This is rose gold and the colour looks amazing, so I can't wait to get this weeded and see how it's going to look. I am going to leave it on the mat for a minute while I just try and get the weeding box off, and then that'll give me a better idea of where my design is. This is actually weeding beautifully. It's the first time I've used this product. Might not have been a good choice to use it on such an intricate design straight away, but you know, I just thought I'd give it a go. There are some very intricate pieces in this design, as you will see hopefully as I start to weed it. This is a new product that I'm adding into the shop. Obviously if it, you know, works out. I'm just going to try and get the bulk of the excess off from the weeding box, and then that will give me more of an idea of what I have left to weed. But to be perfectly honest, this is weeding itself by the look of it. So this is what we've got so far, and it seems to have actually weeded itself. So I think there's just this flower here that I need to weed out. So this whole design is going to be rose gold, and anything that you see that's weeded out is going to be the colour it goes on to, so the black of the bag. So I want to just try and get this off. You can see how intricate this design is. I've lost a piece there, so I'm just going to put that back in. It has cut beautifully. I just need to put that back in place. I don't know how well you'll see this, but look how fine that design has cut. I think I've lost the middle of a flower there, so I'm going to see if I can find it on the vinyl that I've peeled away. So I've found the middle. I think this has to be the easiest design I've ever cut. Like I say, it's just weeded itself. That is actually looking as if it's perfect. So I'm just going to trim this off, because obviously I can use this again. And this is where you'll see this beautiful rose gold colour. So now I just have to weed the excess away from around the edge. And that should be ready to go onto my tote bag. I'm going to take the transfer sheet off the mat, and then hopefully you'll see this beautiful design that I've created. Look how stunning that is. I think that's going to look lovely when it goes on a black bag. So at the moment I've only done 3 designs. I've done the Cocker Spaniel, obviously, because that's my dog Eddie. I have done a Golden Doodle, and I think I've done a Labradoodle, but I've got lots of other dog designs. So if you're watching this and you like the concept of this like silhouette flower cut into, you know, the dog shape, just contact me via my website at handmadeinthehighpeak.co.uk. Just say flower dog as your title and let me know what other dog designs you would like me to create. And I've just noticed that there's a middle missing from there, so I'm just going to try and find that. Like I say, this design was, you know, weeding itself. I thought I'd be spending ages having to pick out all, you know, the bits, but just need to position that back in place. I've just not put that in the right place. I think that's better. Turn it over again. And I think everything else is fine. So I'm going to prepare my tote bag, and then I'm going to press this onto, as I say, a black organic tote bag. Okay, so I'm not sure how well you're going to see this, but I've just had a look on the manufacturer's website, and it says to press this foil at 140 degrees for 10 seconds or 160 degrees for 7, depending on what you put it on. Now, I always find with my organic tote bags that they take longer to press. And I was told by the manufacturer that it's because they've got no chemicals or anything on them, I think they said. So they take longer to press. So I'm going to pop this in and just give it a pre-press to get any of the wrinkles out of it. I've got you on a different angle, I'm sorry. I'm struggling with my camera angles. So I'm just going to pull this one out. I'm going to get my lint roller and lint roll the bag. It's so warm today, I've literally got no shoes or anything on. Well, I've got clothes on obviously, but so warm today I've got no shoes on because my floors are all solid floor, so I'm keeping myself cool. I'm just going to fold this in half and press just to give me a centre line, and then that will give me an idea of where the centre of the bag is. Okay, so here is my design. I'm just going to fold it in half and put a little crease in the top to line up with this line, which I can see here that you probably won't be able to see. And now I'm struggling to see it myself. So that looks pretty good. So I'm going to cover it with a Teflon sheet and I'm going to give it the 10 seconds. It says it's a warm peel, but as I say, I always find with these organic tote bags that they either need longer or sometimes they need to be a cold peel. I'm just going to take this off and just waft it around a bit to cool it down. I've cooled it down a bit. I put it on my other desk just to try and get some of the heat out. So now I'm going to just start to peel and see if it's going to come away. It is coming away there, but not there. But that might be, maybe I didn't get it because it's quite a big design. Maybe I didn't get it fully pressed down. So I'm going to cover it up and do it again. Okay, so I've brought you back over onto this desk, so it's the camera's a lot nearer. I'm going to peel the foil away. I am going to put this back under the heat press, so you can see there's a few bits wanting to lift. And this is what I find with my organic tote bags. They tend to need longer to press. Sorry, my Alexa alarm was going off there. So as I say, I think I may shrink this down a little and try it on a black t-shirt and see how that looks. But I think the idea is nice. I like, you know, the shape of the silhouette, and I like the flowers that you can see in whatever you apply it to underneath. But as I say, this particular channel is just for my handmade finished products, and I just thought, you know, that anybody that is a small business owner or looking to start a small business, you know, may like to see the failures and successes that we go through as small business entrepreneurs. Thank you for your time. Please give the video a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't already do so, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.